Right, so before I start the episode, I just want to give a big thank you and a big shout out to Sean. He's helped me out quite a lot through Hof Bergmann. He's given me quite a few tips along the way, and I know he's a big fan of the channel and also a big fan of this map. So thanks, Sean, for everything. Really do appreciate all the advice and the help. And hopefully you enjoy the new series on the map. Hello and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. Right, so this is the brand new save game right at the start. I am now playing without seasons, which I can't remember the last time I actually played a save game or a new save game without seasons, but we're going to go and give it a go in Hof Bergmann, and pretty much there's nothing going on. I've bought all the land, so I'll quickly just show you what I've gone with. I've kind of gone for quite a range. Got the biogas, a few fields, a grass field, and then we've gone with the lime pit if we ever want to do that. And also I got where the balls are, so we can do some of that. But apart from that, we've really got to get a lot of equipment, because this is right at the start, like I said. The equipment that came into the map I got rid of, like the tractors and all that kind of stuff. Just kept the basic stuff that I think I'd need. But mainly I really do need quite a lot of things now. Like, definitely need some tractors anyway. That's the first thing I'm going to have to do. Also open the gate, showing that we're open for business. So this is going to be a follow-on pretty much to the episode I did before, which was the beta version, showing you around 1.008 and all the kind of features. I definitely didn't show everything. There is so many different things going on, but we're going to follow on. We're going to do a proper series. This series is going to be a little bit longer as well, these episodes, just because I want to... There's so much to do, I want to kind of fit as much in as possible. So I'm going to try and make these probably double the amount of time, to be honest, as my other episodes. And yeah, it might be a little bit longer than what people are used to, but yeah, there's so much to do that I just want to try and get as much of it done. I think what we best start with, though, is getting a tractor and then maybe getting some animals set up. I think we've got plenty of straw and silage and hay, because it comes with the map straight away. But I think we'll start off with some animals. I think we'll try and set up some ducks and chickens. I do like the idea of doing that. Something really cool as well is with it being beta 2, there is a few extras being put into this. I feel like I should move that out of the way. I don't know why. Then again, I might actually leave it there. I'll be honest, I'm quite overwhelmed right now with this map. There is so much to do. I don't know where to start. I think the good thing is we'll just kind of go with it. We'll start up doing this. We'll put something like that there. Lower that down. Maybe not that much. That should be fine. And then we'll get some ducks in. We'll also get some chickens. And really cool now on this beta 2 version is you can actually have chicks. And if I show you, I think it's crates, you can actually get a chicks transport box, which is really cool. So some added features now to the map from beta version 1 to 2 is there's a new crop type there on field 11, and I think it's called Sylphie. I don't know how you're pronouncing that. I'm going to say Sylphie in field number 11, so that's that. Also as well, there's this oil mill now over on this side of the map. Now, from what I can understand, you can actually bring different types of crop over here and make vegetable oil. So it should pop up somewhere. Give me some information. Let me just find where the point is. I think it's probably this here. But yeah, it's interesting to see what to do with this. I think you can actually use the vegetable oil to obviously sell straight away. Or I I think you can actually make fuel. So there's a lot of extras going on. It's one of the things, there's that many different things always added, you just can't keep up with it. So, where are you? Mayonnaise as well, that's new. Chicks. Chick is new, mayonnaise is new, and vegetable oil. So you can sell vegetable oil straight away, but I'm sure you can use that oil and make some fuel. So if we look at fuel there, you can actually sell it to the gas station, biogas purchase. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can actually use vegetable oil to either sell straight as, or you can use it to make fuel. Another really cool thing as well is if you go to, this is just from reading the notes of the PDF, the changes. Say I go to the inn, there's some IBCs outside. Now this will have used vegetable oil in, and over time it will fill up, and you can actually take that vegetable oil. And the same with the butcher, who will have like animal fats and stuff like that, and you can go and use that. I think there should be an IBC in here now, just behind this van. There we go. So you can obviously go around, pick up all the used like food, oils and stuff like that. So vegetable oils that are used at different places. I think it's the butcher that's got the fat, animal fats. The inn for the used vegetable oil. You can obviously then make your own vegetable oil, but also there is, I'm sure, if we go up to this dude, there you go, some more IBCs here, so you can pick it up there as well, which is pretty cool. It really is. I haven't got a clue about mayonnaise yet. I don't know how I'm going to be making that, but these are things that we'll learn along the way, I guess. But yeah, this just, it's so overwhelming, this map. It's the only way I can describe it to you. There's just so many things to get my head around that I don't know where to start. And there's always changes going on. I definitely want to do some calf rearing. And then obviously some, and do it ourselves properly, where we probably inseminate the cows. I think that'll be the best way to do it. We've got plenty of bales. So we can get some cows. Now, money-wise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much just set up everything I need. I can't believe how many bales we've got. It's loads. Mixed ratio, so that's actual TMR bales. Not that many bales, you don't even need to do any baling. I'm sure that wasn't there last time. Yeah, so I think if we get set up, get everything set up, see where our money is, and then we'll obviously probably set up with a good amount to start with after that. But we're definitely going to need some equipment, so I'm not going to be taking the money away yet. And this is going to be more of a relaxed play. Yes, we want to make some money and stuff like that, but we're not going to be super ultra realistic. We're going to try and experience everything that Hof Bergmann's got to offer, so we can we can learn, and anyone else that wants to learn along the way can do. So I think, like I said, let's go get a tractor, let's go try and get some chickens, and we'll I've never seen this before. The hell, you put eggs in there. It's an incubator. How cool is that? Some chicken bags for chicken feed. These must be the way that you transport the chicks. I don't know what you do with the chicks after that. I mean, I'm hoping we don't just take him to the butcher, because he seems like he'll turn everything into meat packs. But yeah, so this is obviously where you put in your eggs and you get chicks, which is pretty cool. So eggs will come here. So if we get some ducks and we get some chickens, I think that'll be a good start. So let's go crack on and get some chickens. I'm just trying to think if I need anything in particular to transport the chickens, because I remember on this map you can actually transport quite a lot of them. Just trying to find where the trigger is. Probably at this door. So I think the first thing we'll do is we'll get a large tractor. Now I'm going to use store delivery for a few things when I start off, just to get through quite a bit. Now, large tractor, I am thinking of getting a class or a Deutzfahr. Now, I do like the idea of having both of them on the farm, but I don't know how big we're going to need, to be honest. I mean, it would be nice to have a bit of a bigger piece of kit to turn to if we need it. So I think it'd be a good idea to maybe get a large tractor at some point. But I think for the meantime, we'll go with a medium class. I mean, that's 205, so that's still not too bad. And it is quite beefy. So I think just standard tyres. We'll have it brand new. We'll put a bit of tyre sound on just to make it sound good. We'll put GPS on and we'll pump it up. I mean, that might mean that we don't need to actually get a other tractor, a larger one. But yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's get that delivered. There we go. And there's the first tractor. Really nice class from obviously the DLC. Dead big. It's a massive beast. So I think what we need to do now is obviously go to the animal dealership and get some chickens and some ducks. Now I did want to find out how many chickens or ducks we can actually have. But I couldn't actually find the trigger. It seems to have moved, or we might have found the first issue. Either way, we'll figure it out. So this is the... I mean, that is new as well. Is there anything... So you can actually open this. Wow. There's so many questions. So I am trying to figure out where all the triggers have gone for the animals. I don't know if that's something to do with me playing without seasons. I honestly can't remember the last time I played without seasons. And it might just be something really obvious that I'm forgetting about. Or it's not, and I'm actually I don't know. Let's go try and buy some animals. I didn't want to buy too many chickens or ducks. There should be a way for me to see the amount that I can hold in this pen. Right, so I'm just at the animal dealership. I did try and take out Global Company, but nothing changed, so I don't think it is anything to do with that. So I'm just having a look now around the animal dealership. So I always forgot how good the goats looked. It really did. And then the actual bulls are over here as well, so we could just go straight away buy a bull, but I think we'll hold off just for a little bit. Now I'm guessing, looks like a younger male. Whereas that looks like a bit of a beefy one, or is that just from the side? I don't know. But we've definitely got a good selection of animals here, and as you can see just over here, there's some ducks. So anyway, let's just grab some chicken and some ducks. So we can get on with cows straight after. I think we'll do some ducks, then we'll sort out the pigs, and then we'll sort out the cows, and I think that's the main thing on the farm anyway. So let's get some... I really don't know how many I can hold. But I think if we just get 10 of them, and then we probably want, we'll just go for the standard colour. Get 20 of them, get a rooster. Let's get 5 more. Job done. But that, anyway, this is what it looks like when you've got a box of poultry animals. So I think we'll come back and have a look at that. I need to proper try and get my head around this map again. There's a lot of stuff that I do know, but obviously there's a lot now that I don't know, and only time and trying out for myself will help me out on that one. So it's all going to be a big learning curve, this game, especially now it's changed a lot. Another thing that I do want to do as well at some point, which is one of the first things I did on Hof Bergmann, is I actually got rid of all the weeds around the farm. So we'll have to buy probably that John Deere ride-on mower. We'll clean up the area. Because I'm not playing on seasons as well, I don't need to wait for obviously the right time of year to start mowing the grass, and it looks like most of the grass is already ready to start mowing, but we're not in a rush for anything like that. We've got plenty of silage, straw, hay, all that kind of stuff. So when we get some cows, we're going to have all the feed for them. I think we've got a big bag of chicken food, maybe a couple sitting on the racking. I don't think there's any up in the storage area. And pig food, I think we've just got some big bags as well, but we can always buy the mixer and mix that. We can even buy the big bags of whole grain now, which is a real big help, because before on the original version of this map that I was playing, you had to obviously go and process that first. You couldn't buy it in. I think I've done that turn a bit of a shoddy turn there. Let's try that again. There we go, that's much better. So fingers crossed this works, because if it doesn't, well, for some reason none of the triggers for the animal pens are working for me. Which is what it looks like is happening. Which is very strange indeed. Why would that be happening? Well, this is not a very good start, is it? Right, so I'm back, and I've somehow figured it out. And as you can probably tell, I'm about to, change a few different things. And then what I actually realised it was, you wouldn't believe what it was. Something that's actually pretty cool. So we'll leave that there. Now, I am actually at the trigger, so you can unload. It's just the trigger for the ducks and the chickens are there. So let's just quickly throw these in, and then I'll show you if you wanted to do it by delivery. There is a way to do that as well. But let's just quickly just get all these through. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. So they're happy as Larry. And now I should get some more information on the actual animals, he says. So let's just quickly look at that. There we go. I do prefer the seasons menu, I'll be honest. But no, we've got some chickens. They obviously need some wood shavings or bedding, which is something we can actually go and do. We'll get some actual bedding. There's a different type of bedding for chickens, ducks, and that pen, and also for the horses. So we will go and buy some of that. But then there's obviously chicken feed. We need to do that. And water. So let's just quickly give them some water. And hopefully we'll get some eggs soon, because I am really interested to see what this does. It's very loud chicken. Right, so let's say that you wanted to get these by delivery. You'd normally go to the trigger, which is just about here. You'd obviously click that, and it'll come up. Well, it doesn't do that anymore, because what you have to do is you have to go inside the house and get on the laptop. And then you pick where you want, so let's say chicken coop, and you can buy the animal that you need. Now, these are some deer ducks. £80 for a duck is quite expensive. But let's say I wanted to buy another duck. Let's say another black duck, maybe 2. And there you go. It took me so long to figure that out. It really did. But now, at least we understand what's going on. So we just need to get some feed. I am really interested to do this, but we obviously need to get some eggs. This is some chicken feed. We may as well use this. There we go. Let's just see how much feed that's given. Not much at all. I also don't know how many I can actually keep in this pen. Do I have to hold it? I think I do. There you go. So, yeah, they do need quite a lot. They really do. So if we put a big bag up here, we could put the wheelbarrow underneath and then take it over. That is an option. Well, I do like that modified big bag lifter. That looks pretty cool. Nice. Right, so what I've decided to do is get some big bags of chicken food, because we've only got them 2 little tiny sacks that we've used. From what I can gather, there isn't any more. So what I'm just going to quickly do is I'm just going to quickly spawn in 2. Well, I'll just spawn in the 1 here. I might also buy a wheelbarrow, because I think we'll need that. And then we'll get some big bags of chicken food somewhere before we obviously make our own. Now, I don't think I've got any grain in the silos. I have actually, tell a lie. So we could make our own, but I think for the meantime we'll just do this. Completely missed that. No one saw anything. Now I know you can attach, but I do prefer not doing that just because I find that they always fling about. So if I understand right, these bag lifters over here are to make your life a little bit easier when you get like a wheelbarrow or a bucket underneath. So if we just drop that down. I do like that big bag lifter on the front. That is really cool. There we go. And we get on the wheelbarrow. Has it got a horn? Nope. Now I think, if I'm right, I should just be able to go underneath this. It should fill up. There we go. So that's more than the 50 litres that was in the big bag. The sack, sorry. So what we can do is go over to here. Quite a lot of work when you think about it. So it's probably better to not have... It's probably not better not to have too many of the animals at the moment, just because it is going to take quite a while if you had a full amount. Maybe you could modify the actual wheelbarrows to hold a bit more if you really wanted to. Where are we at now? We're nearly full. I think what we'll do is we'll fill them up, because at least we know that's done. And then I'll move over to grab me some eggs. I really want to get some eggs, hopefully soon, so we can try and start doing some chicks and see what happens. Now, I don't know if we just sell the chicks, because I know there is an area where it's saying about the actual price of them right at the end. But then again, there's so many things now. So there isn't actually... Wait a minute. So you can sell them 4,193 for a chick. There's some expensive chicks. And they take a lot of feed. Well, there we go then. So I think what I'll do now is I'll just park this over here. I also want to make sure that I tell it not to cycle through this one. There we go. Because then when I go through my actual vehicles, I don't want to get hooked onto these, you see. So if I tell it not to, there we go. What engine's on? There we go. Right, so that's that done. Now we need to pretty much just go and buy some bedding. And I think we'll be all good. So let's quickly go and part this up. just in the middle, because we will be needing this to get some pigs next, and I think hopefully we can try and get some cows, and then it seems like we haven't done much, but we kind of have at the same time. It's yeah, there is so many different little things you need to do on this. Now we could take the transit van, because we do have a transit van on the farm. It's a Hof Bergmann van. But I think I might take the gator with the trailer on the back. I think it makes sense. I will quickly show you the van, just in case you're unaware of it. It's just in the garage at the front of your house. There it is. So you own that. That's your Hof Bergmann van to do whatever you want with. Now I am thinking about buying this area. This is one area that I haven't purchased, and it's just because this has got the fuel information, and as you can see, you can use all this stuff when you want to make your own fuel. So it's something that we probably want to do and look at getting, especially with all the other little different bits and bobs now with the fuel that you can do from oil and vegetable oil and so on, and you know, recycling animal fats and God knows what else that's been added. The mind boggles with this map, the mind boggles. Right, so let's see if we can drive back without dropping any of these. I think it's going to be a big ask. What I'll probably do is I'll store them pretty much where my chickens and the ducks are. At the moment we're only going to be using this for the chickens and the ducks. We don't really need any bedding for the horses yet, because I aren't intending on getting any horses just yet. You never know, I might do eventually. But I am interested to try as much as possible. I do want to try the new crop type as well. Making fuel, all the animal, especially the cow bits that's been added. I'm intrigued to see what it meant when I read on the first PDF about leading your animals. I'm sure it said something like attaching a lead to a cow. Now, I don't think it means taking it on a walk or anything like that. I think it just means you can move it from a certain area to another area. So if you're rearing, for example, some young bulls and you want to, you know, the main aim is to sell them for meat, maybe you can move them to an area where some other young bulls are, and the same for your milkers. I'm assuming it's like that, but I haven't got an absolute clue, to be honest, until I've tried it out, seen it for myself, and then yeah, it's definitely new to me. The whole idea as well of using the bull semen as well now to get your cows in calf is really cool, but obviously something completely brand new that I don't know where to start at, so I'll be learning that as soon as possible. So if I just throw this in here somewhere, you'd expect the bedding to drop down. Right, so there we go. It did work somehow. I kind of just threw it at the wall, and then all of a sudden it recognised it. So as you can see, this is the bedding, and it looks pretty cool. So I think they're all sorted. They do need some more bedding, so we'll try and give them a bit more. They are probably going to use this dead quick, which will probably mean that I need to start getting some of this and making it ourselves. Now, to do that, we're obviously going to do some logging, but looking at the cost of it, it wouldn't be too bad just to buy it as we need it. I'm just hoping the actual chickens and the ducks don't use much of it. That'd be ideal. Now, it did just work last time when I just threw it. There'll be a certain area where I have to throw it, I think. There we go. So it's in the middle of the room. It must be just in the middle. Right, so that's enough. I definitely think that's enough now. I mean, it did say it could take more food, so I'm surprised that that didn't work. So let's just try it one more time. There we go. So I'm hoping they didn't consume that much that quick, but I don't think they did. And we'll leave that there. Alright, so that's the chickens and the ducks sorted out. We've got 24. So we've got 25 chickens with the rooster. And then we've obviously got 12 ducks. So we should get some eggs hopefully soon. Let's just quickly close this gate, because the one thing I did notice on the last time was they always roamed outside. Now it looks like they've been confined inside, which is good. Does help a lot. Right, so next job would be to go and get some pigs. Now, I'm thinking of just getting normal pigs. The suckling pigs that would be up here, I'm still a bit unsure of, and we need to get a big bag. But I do like the idea of having piglets, and then obviously having a suckling pig, so I think we should do that, but maybe just one or two. And I think we're obviously going to need to buy that from the laptop, because I don't think I can reverse a trailer into there. So let's just quickly buy in the farrowing pen. I think we just buy it like that. We can only have one, so let's just buy one. Now, I did notice as well up here that there's a new little area for tiny little straw bales that you can put in, and then you can obviously bring them out, so that's useful. And then there's this transporter, which is to transport some animals, so I'll have to see what that does. So this pig needs some food big time, so we need to get some pig food massively quick. So where is this now? We'll have to use again a wheelbarrow. Now at some point as well I'll buy the pig food mixer, the nifty electric one. So we will need that. I'll have to probably buy some whole grain as well, because we won't have that, and potatoes. Hopefully we can buy sacks of potatoes and do it that way. And if not, we'll just have to buy pig food in pretty much bags like this until we can do that. So we're going to have to grow some potatoes as well at some point. Maybe some rye to do the whole grain. Oh, we slid around then. So leave that there. Now where is... There's the wheelbarrow. I think most of this game is going to be me going around with a wheelbarrow. So if you watch Wheelbarrow Simulator, you've come to the right place. Well, in all fairness, it's pretty easy to manoeuvre this, because I was thinking it wouldn't be that easy, but it is. Look how much it's filled up. There's absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, that isn't. So I think all they need is pig food. We don't need any spent grain. We haven't taken any yet. Anyway, beet chips is an option for the future if we do sugar beets, soybeans or corn. I think right now we'll just give them pig food and a bit of straw. I think that is the best bet. I mean, that's just with this one pig. This one pig eats that much food. I think we need to modify these wheelbarrows so they hold 2,000. That'd be nice. Just to make our life a little bit easier. Obviously really unrealistic, but I don't want this game to actually turn out into... Oh, I thought he fell over then. Yeah, I don't want this game to turn out to be just Wheelbarrow Simulator. Even though this is a massive part of farming, a lot of manual handling in farm, it's not all machinery and equipment. And I do like the difference. I mean, the things that have been added into this from mods, and just this map in general, it amazes me. It really does. So one more wheelbarrow, and this pig should be happy. It doesn't need any water, which is good. Don't have to worry about that at all. So it doesn't look like there's an actual baler, but now if you go into bales on the stuff you can buy, at the end you'll see these Hof Bergmann bales. So there's 2 hay bales, but then there's a small straw bale. It's only £45, which is where I bought them, spawned them in, and then wanted to test out this area. And it is an automatic kind of thing, so if you pick them up and just put them there, it will, like it's just done, automatically place the bale. You could probably walk in there with a bale, to be honest. So I think that pig's happy now. All we need to do is make sure we sort out some more pigs. So if we get some main pigs here. So we've sorted out the pigs in the farrowing pan, or the pig. But so we probably want to get at least maybe 10, I'd say 10 pigs in here. I'm going to order them in because we're going to need to get some stuff for the pig food itself. So if we just do that, I think it'll be a lot easier. So where's the pig enclosure? That's what we want. Now, obviously there isn't different breed types, so they'll all be the same. But if we just get normal pigs, and we'll get 10 of them, that should be enough. So we're going to need, again, some straw. We're also going to need some pig food, which is where the biggest problem is going to lie. And yeah, they'll be happy then. Don't need water. So just trying to think of where the slurry goes. I think it's just automatically pumped from one to the other using that tool I showed off. It's like a lever and you can tell it where you want to pump from. I'm assuming so anyway. So yeah, you can see that manure and slurry tells you the volume just here. Right, so let's go and get... We really do need a tractor with a front loader. I mean, we've got all these front loaders here, but I want a proper front loader tractor, so let's get that sorted out quickly. Right, so there we go. I think it actually looks pretty nice. I do like this tractor. I did remember as well that we should actually have some front loaders from the tractors that I sold, so if I remember rightly, they should be round here. There's one there. And it's not too far off, to be honest, the size. So as long as it's right, which it is, you may as well use this. Kind of makes more sense. And there we go. I think it might actually be clipping inside the tyres, which I don't like, so we might have to get rid of it after, but it'll have to just do for now. Yeah, it definitely is clipping. That's a shame. We'll go for the other duties for. Right, so let's get 3 straw bales. And we'll go and pick these up and take them over. So I can actually lift forward this, but I thought I'd just try 3 just because of the fact that I didn't think the rear weight would hold out, but it is. So I'm thinking the best place to store this. We could store some straw bales there, because there is a muck pit at the back. But I think right now what we'll do is we'll quickly just take these in here. There we go. We're getting there in the end. It's just yeah, a bit fidgety on this one. So is that enough straw? Yeah. So that wasn't much at all. Right, so what I need to do, I'm going to move this bale. Let's get this bale out of the way. There we go. Open that up. We do need to get the pig food mixer, so let's just quickly do that. I mean, I don't know how long this episode's been going, so I do want to make sure that I'm not going a bit too long. I'm hoping to get some cows, but I might have to wait until the next episode for that. Right, so I've just bought the pig food mixer, but I aren't going to be able to do any pig food mixing until we get some potatoes. Now, I can't buy the potatoes, and I don't want to spawn them in because that would be properly cheating. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and park it up here. And we'll keep it on charge. Turn her off. And what I'll do is I'll have to buy another bag of pig food, because that one over there we're going to be using over with the pig that's in the farrowing pen. So we'll buy some just for this. So let's spawn that in. Makes our life a little bit easier, doesn't it? It's only £1,000, so we could always buy two. This is going to be a really heavy production series. It definitely is. Now, I don't want to lift it up because every time I do that it spins, except that time, which is good news. Unless that happens. Anyway, let's just feed the pigs with this. Probably store the other one. I mean, they do take quite a lot, you see, so it's probably better to just leave that in there, because that is gonna, yeah, that's gonna go pretty quick. And then what I'll do is the area just over here, I'll store some big bags of pig food. Makes sense. There we go. So now, if we have a look at the pigs, they should be fully fed, fully happy. Productivity's at 100%, so you can't go wrong. And they've even got a bit of manure for the roosters and the ducks, but no eggs yet. And I do like how I'm getting some slurry there as well as manure. Now, I don't know if that's because it was waiting for me to add the straw in. I really can't remember, because it's been so long since I've played without seasons. Let's just get rid of that weight. We definitely don't want that weight. There we go. So I think now, the next and obvious job would be to get some cows. Now, what I do want to do is buy one of the cows, young bull stable. That must be on the other area. Another young bull stable. Cow pasture A. Let's just have a look at this before I get and send these cows to the wrong place. So, I don't think I own any other cow pasture bar the bull area and where my cows are. In fact, I do own this pasture here, so that must be cow pasture A. Yes, it is. So, let's just have a look at the actual name. Cow stable. There we go. So what I want to do is buy maybe 5 that aren't carving and 5 that are carving, just so we can try it out for ourselves. Just to see how we can go about getting them in calf. So I'm probably going to need some straw. And as soon as we've done, obviously setting up the animals, we'll actually go and do some field work as well. Now, growth-wise, there is 3 fields here ready to harvest, which is really good. This is the beauty of not playing with seasons. You can pretty much get straight into it. Field 5 is pretty much there. It's growing. And if we just actually turn the grass on, we can probably as well check what the growth's like on them. So still need to leave the grass growing. That's not fully done yet. But field 5, we've got, looks like we've got a bit of wheat, which is good. We've got a bit of oats, some barley, and some more wheat. So really standard crops there. But at least we've got something to work on. Now, if I do remember, if we go to the grain mill and we try and have a look at what we'd need
Servus.
to get whole grain. So we can get whole grain from wheat and the barley and the oats. And if I remember, this guy will give you rye flour from obviously rye. And the rye flour, I think you need that for the bread. So we'd have to actually grow some rye. Now, I think it would make more sense just to get harvesting straight away on these fields before we start thinking about getting another field to plant. We may as well use it. We can also take it and do some grain drying. I think it'd be a good idea to dry some grain. Let me just have a look at again which ones we can dry off. I'm sure it's the ones we've got, but you never know. So we can do wheat, barley, and oats. So all 3 again. We've got to do some grain drying, so we can go and sell that. What else can we do? We obviously need to sort out the bulls, so that's something that we need to focus on soon. So the cows, the bulls, I don't need to do anything with pasturate. I do want to do some sheep and goats. I do like that, so we'll try that. But I think we'll end the video with sorting out the animals, sorting out the cows, because we have bought some in. Now, if I remember, so if you can see now, which I think is absolutely brilliant, the cows, I think it's the cows that are in calf have a red cross on them, or it's the other way around, but I'm sure it's the red cross indicates the ones that are in calf and the ones that are not, so, which I think is pretty cool. I really do. So I don't know if there's anything I can actually do here. I really don't. We could maybe have a look around here at this bit. Close it. So there'll be something that this works with. I think maybe it's got to be something to do with the inseminating the cows. Unknown, 120 litres. Who knows? Anyway, let's sort out giving these cows some straw, getting them sorted with the feed wise. Now I have got all the silage types I do need, so we can quickly get some TMR mixed up for them with the TMR mixer. I do need to buy a trailer though. So we'll just let that do that. So I am just thinking about how long it'd actually take if I need to get a wheelbarrow and get in here and actually clean out the animals. If I have to clean the cows out with a wheelbarrow with some muck, I'm going to be there all day. It's going to be crazy, absolutely crazy. So let's have a look at this. We'll get some TMR mixing up for them. We just pretty much need 2 bales of silage. looks like 2 bales of hay and 1 bale of straw. Pretty much standard vanilla games. They're nothing to do with what I'm used to with Maze Plus or anything, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Now I do know that I've pretty much got all that kind of stuff lying around, so I'm going to take 3 trips to do that. It's 2 bales of hay and 1 bale of straw. There was some straw up there, but we'll do this. And then we also need, just around this corner, 2 bales of silage. And that's it, job done. So now I need to just buy a fork quickly for this, and then we can crack on with it. So let me just quickly do that. I do want to make sure I get the right fork this time for the right piece of kit. Just get a standard one. There we go. See if we can lift that. Nope. Just wanted to make it a little bit easy by turning it around. Right, so what I'll do now, just because it makes more sense to fly through this bit, I'll stick it on a quick time lapse. It won't take too long at all. Do the mix. Buy a trailer. In fact, I've got a trailer. And then I'll feed the animals with the TMR. And there we go, all the cows are fully fed, got bedding, and obviously we don't need to give them water, so we don't even need to worry about that. So they should be at 100% productivity very soon. Now, I am a little bit uncertain, I'll be honest, about what's going to happen with these 5 cows and how we inseminate them. I'll be honest, inseminate. So what I'll probably do between this episode and the next episode is figure out how to use pretty much that, I guess, and also how to get the other 5 cows in calf, and hopefully I can pick it up pretty quick and we can get onto it in the next episode. It's probably been a long one, so hopefully you didn't mind that. It's going to need to be on this episode just so I can kind of fly through all the bits and bobs and see it all in action. But I am going to leave the video here, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help my channel out. And if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on Farming Simulator. See ya.